Mangalam, we have the management of KEC International ready, so let's go across.
Yes, we do. KEC International, the first management of the show. Power Grid has actually revoked the earlier exclusion order. So, obviously, what this means for the company's overall prospects, and just to get a sense of how business has panned out as well so far, we do have with us Vimal Kejriwal, who's the MD and CEO of the company. Good morning, sir. Thanks a lot for joining in. Let's talk about the Power Grid reinstatement. If you could give us a sense on, what was it stopping you from when it came to your ability to get a little more orders from them? Now that this has come by, how much better it is? And if you could also then give us a sense of how the first quarter has panned out, because you earlier did give us a target of 10 to 15% growth in this entire year, with the first quarter being absolutely flattish. Could you give us a sense on how that's panned out?
Yeah, morning. The quarter is concerned, I think it still remains what it was earlier, and we still stick to our annual growth of 10 to 15%. The West Asia, where we have a large presence, still has not settled in terms of shipments and supplies, etc. While construction is going on. So I think the quarter will remain where it is. Year will definitely be better. As far as Power Grid is concerned, I think there was a little bit impact where we could not bid for their projects, the tenders for last few months, which now has been revoked. And it has fortunately come at a right time where there is a strong pipeline of HVDC and other tenders to be bid in the next 1 month or so. So clearly there could be something positive which will happen on the order intake going forward.
Could you quantify that? How much did Power Grid earlier account for in your overall business? The last couple of months that you weren't able to bid for them, how much could the potential loss have been? And now that you are able to bid over the next 1 month, what's the potential gain here?
So, Mangalam, difficult to put in numbers. The reason I'll tell you is that today most of the tenders or projects are being awarded on TBCB, where either Power Grid wins or Adani or Sterlite or IndiGrid and all that. So in a way, what we did was we hedged our bets, and whatever we could not get from Power Grid, we did get a lot of orders from the other private sector players. So the loss and all that is difficult to quantify, saying what would have been or what you not get. But I think the positive part is that it's come at the right time, where there's a lot of things. And also we are seeing Power Grid becoming a little bit more aggressive on the TBCB side, having secured a few orders. Last year was not very good for Power Grid in terms of their ultimate share in TBCB, which we're already seeing going up. So we do expect that this will help us.
What's the Power Grid pipeline? You said the revocation comes at the right time. So what's the pipeline in the next 3 months?
So as of today, we have around 10 plus tenders to be quoted, more than 6,000 crores in the, I'll say, next couple of weeks itself.
Okay.
That's
this is from Power Grid. This
is from Power Grid, but they'll ultimately bid in for the TBCB projects. So let's assume that they win 50% or 60%, then the actual order translation can be 3,000, 3,500, 4,000 crores.
So, sorry, Mr. Kejriwal, good morning. Prashant here. Just those numbers again, you're saying tenders which will be put out is about 10,000 crores?
No, I said that there are about 10 plus tenders from Power Grid which are in the market today to be quoted in the next couple of weeks itself. Okay. And I think the total amount is roughly more than 6,000 crores out of that. And since these are tenders which they will also bid in for TBCB, assuming that they win 50%, let's put a number, then at least 3,000 crores would translate into orders for EPC companies.
Got it. The opportunity for companies like you and others is about 3,000 crores. Should be finalized pretty soon. That's essentially what you're telling us.
Yes, absolutely.
There is this one very large HVDC tender, right? Which is also in the it's massive, which should be decided. We were told in the next couple of months, Mr. Kejriwal.
I think it will be faster than that. I think the bidding is happening next Monday, if I'm not wrong. So once the bid happens, then maybe a month or two, unless the prices are wavered, then the government may take time to decide. If the prices are normal, it's on a fast track. So I don't think it will be months. It will probably be weeks when it gets decided.
And there are only 2 players in that sense. And then, I mean, downstream, more the work may come to EPC companies, etc. But technically, there are only 2 players, right?
So there are 2 players on the converter side. Okay, transmission side, there are a lot more players, obviously. And also what will happen is on the bidding side, we are seeing a lot more interest. So we do not know who will win the bid from HVDC. But yes, you're right on the converter. There are only two players.
That is the majority of the size of the order, is it?
It will at least be 50 to 60%.
Is the converter, and there are two players. Got it. You're also participating for the rest of it?
Definitely, yes.
And sir, how are the margins for an EPC company on HVDC orders versus the regular transmission and distribution, T&D orders?
So it could be marginally higher because the competition there is slightly lower than the normal orders. But typically, you will see maybe 5 or 6 players. In this, you may see lesser than that. And it's a more difficult and a little bit more complex job. So I'll say maybe 100 basis points or 150 basis points.
Okay. And just one more question, going back to the point about, the Middle East situation. In Q4, you indicated that resulted in a loss of revenue of close to 400 crore rupees. In Q1, as things stand, will you be able to quantify how the situation in Middle East is? Are you still losing revenues, or is it back on track now, normalized?
So, Rima, as I said earlier, on the physical part of it, on the project construction, etc., it's going on very well. There's absolutely no issues. We have more than 20 projects all doing well in Saudi, Oman, and UAE. Supplies are still under a constraint. Shipping lines are taking a lot more time. Ports are still busy. We are still not getting ships from Europe or China coming in there. So there will definitely be a continuing impact on the supply part of it. Let's say a transformer or a conductor, hardware, etc. applies to the projects or to a factory. Okay, so there is a timeline which is happening there. So there will be some impact continuing. But as I had said earlier, it's just a rolling over. It will come hopefully now in Q2.
Right, so it's delayed, not denied. Just a couple of words before we let you go, Mr. Kejriwal. You earlier had said that, you are expecting an order win of close to around 30,000 crores this year. This was when the PGCIL revocation was off. And now that this has come about, would you revise your guidance upwards?
Difficult, because I'll tell you, the PGCIL was supposed to get off around August. So it's been roughly, I'll say, around 2 months early. So there could be some marginal impact. I think in 30,000, it's too little to say whether it will increase. But yeah, I will try to do more than that. But I think our target still remains at 30, yeah.
All right, target's 30. I mean, because you said the opportunity over the next couple of months could be about 3,000 crores. Assuming you get, even 15% of that, that could be an additional uptick of nearly 500 crores on your guided numbers. And a final word on the labor shortage. You said that you required about 30,000. You got about 15,000. Has that number improved a bit after all the elections have happened and, all the migration has come back?
Still not fully in place. I think we have around 21, 22 till now. Okay.
All right.
We are still seeing some shortages, yes.
Got that. Sorry, I'm just going back to that HVDC thing, Mr. Kejriwal. You said we will have a decision most likely next Monday, you said?
No. The bidding from the developers would happen, I think, next Monday or so. And then, obviously, the ministry or whoever's in charge will have a look at it. And if the bids are quite okay, then it will happen immediately. If the bids are waived, then it may take some more time. So my view, our discussions are that in a month or maximum 2, the award would happen.
Got it. Mr. Kejriwal, thank you very much for joining us, sir. Good speaking with you. It's always a pleasure, and good luck.
Thanks, Prashant. Thank you so much.
Well, that's the management of KEC with some perspective there. We'll take a quick commercial break.